my Congressman Walter Jones is doing some good work up here. I wish I could say that about all 435, but I can't, and I don't want to keep it too long. So we're going to cut to the chase and let you hear from Congressman Walter Jones.
Thank you, Jeff. Jeff and Ray, let me say, it broke my heart to hear the story of the little girl. And I do not understand why this nation is putting up illegals coming across the border. And there are some decent people, but there's a process. And this government needs to enforce the process. And when you hear the tragedy, and there'll be other stories, there are thousands of stories. Innocent people. This Americans trying to live the day to the best of their ability, young and old. And then you have someone that committed a crime and came across the border. And he or she does not respect the American laws. If they did, they would not have come to this country illegally. That's why I want to thank Steve King, who's left. There are others, quite frankly. We can name 30 or 40 members of Congress that are trying to get this country to wake up, just like FIRE and the Tea Party immigration group that just spoke. I mean, this is a point, this country is collapsing. It's collapsing economically. But to me, as a Christian, more importantly, it's collapsing morally. We do not support the Judeo-Christian values of America, we will collapse soon. And the way that you will not collapse is enforce the laws. And if a person does not love America enough to get on a list, we need to debate how do we increase the numbers legally. Let's have that debate. But let's do not reward those who are here illegally. And that's why H.R. 3168, and I want to thank FIRE for bringing this to my attention. This is the second or third time we've introduced this bill. And I will tell you, how can anyone be opposed to this? All this is talking about is sunshine, like today. Sunshine. Let the American people know who is committing the crimes. They do anyway. Just add this to it and say if you're here illegally, put it on the list. Put it on the list. I hope that the American people will get behind 3168 because the American people have a right to know. Those that will not enforce this law, if it should become the law, will suffer a monetary penalty. But I hope that the American people, I hope that the groups here today, FIRE and the Teapot, immigration, will contact people and say, call your member of Congress. Tell them to get behind 3168. The way this Congress works, if nothing else, we should get a hearing before a committee so these stories can be told, like Ray and these other people. So if we can't get anything else, help us get about 100 and 125 co-sponsors on this bill, and we will get a hearing. You get a hearing, then the American people hear about it. The American people say, that's a pretty good idea. Let's get that bill passed. This place, I've been here 17 years, does not work unless the American people get involved. It's one of the problems up here. They've got to hear from the people. And this is a good vehicle. Because all it says is, let us know the truth. State, if you don't do your job, you lose some money. It is so simple. But yet, it's a very important step forward. Because this country will not survive. If we do not list the names of those who commit the crimes that are here illegally, we will not survive. Ray, I say in closing that all the families who have lost loved ones because of illegals committing crimes. I hope that God will bless the United States of America, and we will understand that if we do not protect what God has given us, we will lose it. So, Jeff, thank you for allowing me to make a few comments and help us get this passed.